Wipe that punch off your face and put this on.
Is it ethical for the military to use video games for recruitment in early teen users? Due to recent studies spawning from the popularity of video games, violence and militarism have been glamorized to appeal to specific teen audiences that play these video games. According to the Federal Trade Commission, a 2008 study conducted by Entertainment Software Association concluded that 68% of American households have gaming consoles. The ESRB requires what they call age gates, which is a system designed to prevent users under the age of 17 to view a demo, trailer, or a video for a game that may be considered mature. Due to the restrictions on audience member age, one would think that young audiences are protected from explicit and violent games. However, the United States military has found an ingenious loophole that some may deem devious. The FTC investigated the enforcement of the age gate practices, which surmised that 80% of video game retailers adhere to the age restrictions. Toys R Us is one of the biggest offenders in failing to properly enforce these age restrictions. A mystery shopping experiment of their store yielded 44% of minors were sold mature games, like Call of Duty.
Militaristic games such as Call of Duty give the military a whole new platform in reaching out to a younger, broader, and vulnerable audience because of poor policy enforcements. Branches of the U.S. military such as the Army, the Marines, and Navy have utilized this new platform within the gaming community to peddle propaganda and create a glamorized conception of war. By engaging the young and malleable minds of children, war culture continues to be perpetuated and thus desensitizes our youth. Legally, the military cannot actively recruit until the age of 17, but according to Joystick Warriors, the U.S. military begins to target video game audiences at the age of 13. Lee Alexander commented in Joystick Warriors, "If you have young people raised on entertainment that celebrates certain political standpoints or stances to weapons ownership, it raises the question, do these people then grow up to support the military or to propagate propaganda related to the war? To ethically understand the situation, we must employ a philosophical decision-making model."
The TARES test is a set of 5 principles of ethical persuasion applied for advertising and public relations professionals. T. Is the claim truthful? The claim is not truthful because the U.S. military and video game developers are being sneaky in audience appeal. They are sneakily luring children as young as 13 into violence and warfare, which glamorizes and falsifies what it really means to be involved in a wartime situation. Audiences of this age do not know better due to their vulnerability and innocence. A. Is the claim authentic? Because the claim is not true, neither is the authenticity. Military-style games are promoted as a fun fantasy role-play experience devoid of any real-world ramifications. They are glamorized in a way that leads young players to believe that war is exactly what they play in their video games. This false perception of reality does an injustice to society and the developing mindsets and beliefs of America's youth. R. Does the advertisement treat the receiver with respect? Considering the rating system was designed to safeguard children from mature content, military games have completely fooled that system. While ratings may be suggested towards a specific game's targeted audience, developers and distributors overrule this gesture. The military, instead of waiting until the age of 17 to recruit, they utilize the flawed rating system to target teens at the age of 13. This disrespectfully undermines the parents of these youths and manipulates the minds of young, impressionable children. E. Is there equity between the advertiser or public relations specialist and the consumer? There is a lack of equity or fairness between the vulnerable audience and those involved with these games. If equity were a concern, the games would be closely censored with regards to their level of violence. Military game production, distribution, and financing have the best interests of the stakeholders. They are marketed as trendy and exciting games, but prey on young adolescents. S. Is the advertisement socially responsible? Social responsibility should incorporate the need to protect those who cannot protect themselves. Targeting young kids through the use of video games endorses war culture while diminishing the value of human life through glamorized violent situations. The military abuses its power by skirting the rules and continues to target the youngest and most vulnerable. We have concluded through the TARES test that it is unethical for the military to use video games for recruitment in early teen users.